Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Finding Your Voice. I'm so excited for this special edition entitled Autism Awareness because it's so important that during the month of April we spotlight and highlight why it's important for you to understand it and not be misconceived or have the wrong opinion about people who are on the spectrum. I'm excited today because I have a guest who's a father of a child on the spectrum. His name is William McCreary. And William, why don't you tell everybody what you want them to know about you? Who are you and what do you do?
Hi everyone. My name, like I said, is William D. McCreary. I'm a father. I served in the United States Army. I'm currently a truck driver. I work for Wiley Sanders Truck Line here in Troy, Alabama. I live currently in Enterprise, Alabama, and I'm an author of three children's books. A Little Boy and the Dragon is currently the book that we will be spotlighting and talking about tonight, and we'll be, just diving into just talking about my son and the things that we go through and the hurdles that we jump over.
Wow. I remember in the earlier stages of getting my grandson diagnosed, and back then, 20 years ago, it was very challenging for people, even the doctor. We're saying you need to look at this. We need to examine this closer. And the doctor was, oh, no, no, he's going to be just fine. And we kept saying, no, at least my daughter kept saying, no, there's something going on. We really need to have him diagnosed. Took a long time. So 20 years ago, they weren't really looking at it closely like they are now. So you're in a good season, a good time that people are aware of the spectrum and getting diagnosed. Now, the one thing that happened to my grandson is they kept picking things like, okay, auditory processing, okay, executive functioning, but never did they say autism until a year ago. Can you imagine? So
That
hopefully
is
you got good doctor support.
the
But
misdiagnosis. Like I said, we've came so far with finding out so much more about it and
yeah,
treating it and
yes,
having these programs like Beacon of Hope, like that we have
uh-huh,
here to, the speech development to help with them to develop their speech and their
yes,
language and their personality.
absolutely. It has grown, and thank God it's getting more attention and more work is being done for the kids on the spectrum. But 20 years ago, it was a fight every step of the way. So tell me, what are some of the things you like to do with your son?
We like to go to the park. He loves the splash pad. He
Oh,
loves he loves his turtle time, as he likes to refer to it.
oh,
It's just him spending time in the yard with his turtle that has like tentacles that sprinkle out water all over the place. And we like to read and we do our math as well.
that's good. I love the affirmations. Do that with my grandchildren as well. We say it all together. Those very same words you just used is so important. So I first of all I want to say thank you for your service because I heard you say you were in the army. But let's get into your book now. I got my copy. I got an ebook, and I thought it was very interesting. Tell me why the dragon?
Well, as you notice, there's not really a parent or a teacher's presence in the book. So he needed a protector to kind of like warn off the negativity of the other children. Children
Yeah,
can be they don't have a filter.
no, no,
Bullying is one of those things that we need to take more time to address and let the kids know that hey, it's not okay. Just because kids look a certain way doesn't mean that we need to tease each other or harass each other in a negative light. So
right.
for me, just to make awareness of it and to give him that protector in the book was
Love that.
something that I feel like he may need in the world
Yeah,
as well.
that's
So
true.
that's why I introduced the dragon as his protector in the book.
That's awesome. In the book, you present the dragon as a baby in a sense, as a gift on his birthday. And so does it actually grow from there? Because in one part he gets real big all of a sudden, or he can actually change his size.
He can actually change in size when he
Hmm.
was little, like as a child, and then he grows as you see when he becomes an adult to be more so like as him just kind of grow up together.
Okay. Okay. I love it. I love it. And in the end, I see him growing up, and I don't think he needs the dragon as much in the end. Is that what you did in the story?
That is the way that I developed the story, so that he wouldn't need it so much so in society, so that like I said, he felt like he grew past
Yeah.
what he needed, but the dragon was still there to be with him, as far as sitting by the lake and
Uh-huh.
right outside of work, to show him that, hey, I'm still here to protect you if need
That's
be,
awesome.
but I see that you are an adult and you have grown, and your function and capabilities are way past what we expected. So, but I'm still here, and I'm available for you.
That's awesome. In California, they have, I didn't know this, but I know the public school system has to provide your son with the proper education, even if it means them paying a private school that specializes in providing education for your son. I didn't know that until my grandson experienced that. Someone had to tell us that. So I just wanted to share that if the school district cannot provide what your son needs, they're obligated by law to send him to the school. So my grandson had a Uber driver picking him up in the morning, and that Uber would take him to the school in the next town over. And the same thing, it goes back to the school, pick him up, and bring him back. And I think that's something a lot of people are not aware of. It's something we learned during that time that they're by law required to provide that service. If the school can't provide it, then they have to send him where he can receive it. Were you aware of that?
No, ma'am, and I don't think we've evolved quite that far here yet in Alabama.
Uh huh.
He was going to a school where I felt like the development of the children that were on the spectrum or had other disabilities were helping them to kind of like just get implemented into society. They were standing in line. They
Yeah,
knew how to do certain things like
that's right.
throwing their trash away, picking their things up, picking their
Yeah,
toys up, and things of that nature. But they didn't bounce them around to another school now, and I don't feel like they have the capability
there you
to
go.
handle the programs. It seems to me that they didn't shadow other people's programs to be successful. So
Right.
I am disappointed, and I have voiced my disappointment to some of the teachers and the director
Mm-hmm.
about certain things. I'm just hoping that they implement certain things and make some changes for the future for us to help these kids so that they can be successful, and
Good.
it can move at a faster pace.
Good. Well, just so that I know as a parent and grandparent, we're the only advocacy our kids have sometimes and grandkids have. So I just wanted you to be aware of something we weren't aware of at the time, but discovered it through somebody who gave us the heads up. We had no idea we could request that of the school system. It's under the state law. And so it's important for you to know what your rights are, even in state requirements, so that you use that as your defense whenever you have to approach them about something your kid needs, or something your kid isn't getting. So I just wanted you to be aware of that. It was something no we would not have known had somebody not offered us the information. A lot of this journey is tried and from us trying and experiencing. Do you find that to be true? It's not like they gave us a book and said this is what you do if you have a child or grandchild on the spectrum.
Yeah, there isn't a manual set up for it. They kind of just, I would say, throw us to the wolves, but they don't. I mean, there's nothing really that can prepare you for a child that is on the spectrum.
Yeah,
You can just kind of deal with it, and our capabilities to be more patient with our children. I think God kind of gives us that and kind of knows who He
absolutely.
assigns to have these type of children in their lives.
Yep,
I can only
that's right.
speak personally. I can only speak personally for myself, and I know that the patience that I have, other people may not have. But I have
Mhm.
seen other parents be very patient with him, and handlers also as well that do a phenomenal job. And I'm
Wow.
thankful for those people in our community.
right. We're especially gifted for sure with a caring concern. I love that. That was kind of what I saw with my grandson in school. So, is there anything you want to offer any other parents out there? What can you tell them? What wisdom can you share with them that they could
Uh,
take away from this conversation?
don't be discouraged. Um, just have a little bit more patience.
Hmm.
Uh, they will exceed your expectations more than you ever would know,
Yeah.
and they give you an opportunity to express and feel love more in a way that other people may not get an opportunity to. Um, we do have merch as well. We have T-shirts, we have
Hmm.
hoodies, we have sweatshirts, and we also have tumblers as well. I'm actually evolving a little bit more so too. So we have sports cups that's going to be available on my website. You can Google me, VAP Enterprise LLC, and the website should come up. You put my name in, William D. McCreary, and all my books should pop up as being available, and you can get them on uh, what's that? Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and the iStore, the iTunes store.
Hmm.
So they're available there to get for purchase. Like I said, I just want our parents to be patient, understanding, and more
Yeah,
loving.
absolutely. Is this the merchandise related to the book?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay, okay, that's what I wanted to know.
I
I'll
know
make
a lot
sure
of the
to.
kids they like dinosaurs and
Mm-hmm.
robots more so than anything else. So those are the type of things that I geared it towards, and so the kids can actually get something that they like, and the
Mm-hmm.
parents can now also enjoy it as well. There's a
Awesome.
place where you can get customized names as well, nicknames, AKAs, and just regular names as well.
That's cool. Love that. That's a great idea. Well, I appreciate having you on the show. William, thank you so much for spending the time. I don't want to keep you anymore. Say hello to your son for me. And I just thank you for joining us. Again, your show will be airing towards the end of the month, the last Wednesday in this month, and I'll make sure you get a copy. For those who want to connect with William, he's provided you that information that you can connect and also tap into some of the resources he has available, the merchandise, as well as the book. All available on Amazon, but also the merchandise, you have to reach out to William directly. Isn't that correct?
Well, like I said, you can just Google VAP Enterprise
Okay.
LLC, which is the
Okay.
name of the company that, the brand that we have. And
Okay.
everything should pop up there. And you just scroll through and grab something that you like. The books are also available on that website for purchase as well.
Perfect. Well, this will air both, the audio version of it will air across over 30 platforms. So for those of you who are listening in, you can always rewind this interview and get the information that William just mentioned. We will have it in the comments section when it airs so that people can easily get access to that way as well. Again, thank you so much for joining the show. It's been great having you.
Thank you, Miss Baxby. You have